I'm Jenn.
And I'm Dawn.
I'm Mollie.
And we are the Wesley Willows Fitness Team! We have created these 8 foundational movements for you, our residents, just to keep you moving and active as you age. We're going to go over each one of those movements today and show you progressions and regressions so that you can stay as active and independent as you can as you age.
For our first exercise, I'm going to teach you about the sitting stand. Our sitting stand is a basic move that we use every day in life. So I'm going to just demonstrate 3 simple progressions of it. We're going to start with Mollie, which is going to have the easiest progression. If you're new to fitness, our goal is just to hold to the side of the chairs. You're just going to start by pressing your body up with your feet planted about shoulder width apart and then coming back down. As you boost it, you're going to go all the way up. You're still using the side of your chair. For our next progression, we're going to put those feet right down there on the ground. And then the 2 progressions, the next one will also be with a weight. So Jen's going to show the weight. We're going to go ahead and cross our arms in front of our chest. Go ahead and simply stand up and lower your body back down. Good. So that, and the third one, of course, is just adding weight to that exercise. Here we go. We're going to, everybody sit up nice and tall, embrace your core, and here we go. Bring it up. 1, 2, make sure you're standing up nice and tall, breathing through this exercise. We're at 4.
Wow, this is really fun, Dawn.
5, 6, up and down, straight up and down. 7, 8, if you're fatigued, just take it a little further. 9, and 10 will be our last one. Good job, friends. Up next, we're going to demonstrate how to safely get up off the floor. If you're down on the floor playing with your grandkids and you want to figure out how to get up safely, Jill is going to demonstrate for us. So Jill's seated on the ground. She's going to tuck one ankle behind the other ankle. She's going to support herself on her stronger arm, which is her right arm. With that left arm, she's going to swing over gently and place her knees on the ground. Now she's in tabletop position, so hands and knees are on the ground. Now, you can either support yourself if you have a chair or a countertop, support your hands on that chair or countertop, or you can slide that right foot in. Jill, that's her stronger leg. She's gonna slide that right foot in, tuck in your left toes. Now, here's where you either support yourself on your knee or on a chair or countertop if you have one nearby, and she's gonna press to that right heel and come up to standing nice and slowly. Perfect, Jill. Okay, so if you aren't able to put support on your knees, you've had knee replacements, or you can't put pressure on your knees, here's a little tip. She's gonna be back into seated position. She's again gonna tuck that ankle behind that other ankle. She's gonna support herself on that right hand, but she's gonna slide it further away from her body and her fingers are pointed into the corner. Now, she's gonna swing herself over in bear position. Her knees are hovering over the ground and she's gonna walk her hands and feet together, slowly come to standing. Perfect, Jill. Thank you. Okay, so up next, we're gonna show you some exercises that are gonna assist you with getting up off the floor. They're gonna strengthen those legs. We're gonna start with Dawn. Dawn is gonna do a step back. It's a variation of a reverse lunge. And all Dawn is doing is stepping back with one leg. She's pressing through that front heel, coming back up and switching sides, okay? Up next, you have Mollie. Mollie's gonna go into a reverse lunge. Same thing applies. She's stepping through that front heel, but she's bringing that back knee closer to the ground. A little more challenging than that step back. Then finally, we have Jill. Jill is going to be doing all the way down on her knees, coming back up, pressing through those heels. She's switching each time. Good, this is much more challenging, but it's gonna do really good at getting those legs nice and strong so you can get up and down off the floor. All right, so guys, let's do 30 seconds of these. So go ahead, hold on to something if you need to. Figure out what challenges yourself safely. Go ahead, guys. We're gonna do 30 seconds. Begin now. So they're stepping back or reverse lunges. Each one is stepping through, pressing through those front heels, bringing that back knee closer to the ground. You're driving through that front heel, so you're not putting pressure on that knee. Don't come up on those toes. That weight is in that front heel. Good, guys. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. All right. Okay, your next movement to assist you getting up and down off the floor is gonna be a wall push-up because we wanna strengthen that upper body in case you needed to push yourself off the ground. So our first movement is gonna be a wall push-up. Mollie here is demonstrating a regression to a push-up. She's pressing against the wall. She's bringing that chest close to the wall, breathing out as she pushes away. Up next, we have Dawn. Dawn is doing an incline push-up. So she's up on a chair, she's got perfect form, straight alignment from the top of her head down to her heels. Again, she's breathing out as she pushes that chair away. Lastly, we have Jill doing push-ups on the ground. You can do push-ups on your knees or you can come up onto your toes for more of a challenge. Same thing though, she's breathing out as she pushes that ground away. All right, ladies, let's try and do 10 push-ups, okay? Whenever you're ready, begin. Good, 1, exhale. Good, bring that chest close, push it away. 2, good. And 3, excellent. Don't forget to breathe. 4.
And smile.
Good work, and smile, good. 5. It is fun. Good, 4 more here, you're almost there. Push, 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 good, keep it going. Good. 3 more here. Good, looking strong, ladies, good. 2 more. Push yourself off the ground. Last one here. Push, good work. All right, nicely done, everybody.
Okay, everyone, our next movement is going to be a plank. We should all be very familiar with this. We did it earlier in the year. Our plank, we're focusing on our strong shoulders, our strong core, holding ourselves and fighting that gravity. We're gonna go to our first exercise of this. We're gonna have Dawn, she's gonna be up against the wall for this one, for our first regression here. She's got her arms right in front of her. She's in a nice straight line. Her feet are on the ground and she's squeezing into that core, being as strong as possible. We've got another option here. Jill's gonna show us right here on the chair. Hands are right underneath those shoulders. That's a great position for that shoulder health. We're in a straight line from head to tailbone. She's squeezing that core in. We're not dancing yet. Hold on. All right, we're gonna go to our next one. Jenn's gonna be on the floor here. She's got a couple options. We're gonna be on our hands right underneath those shoulders, and we could also be on the forearms. We can take this for any of these modifications depending on where your shoulder and wrist health is, okay? So ladies, we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Are we ready? Ready. And go, all right. Oh, there's strong energy in here. So everybody's looking great. And they're breathing into that belly. We're making sure that breath is important, okay? We wanna be filling our lungs with air and making sure we're not holding that breath. Everybody's looking great. We've got a couple options, those hands or those forearms. Breathing into that belly. Keeping those shoulders as strong as possible. All right, here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. All right, next up, we're gonna have a single leg balance. There's 3 different options that we're gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna start with Mollie here. Mollie's gonna start by putting her foot in a tripod position, just touching her toe to the ground. Since she's new at this, we're gonna have her hold that chair with both hands, holding her very tight. Her stabilizing leg is very tight. Our goal is gonna be 30 seconds is what we're gonna work up to, but this is the first option. For a second option, Jay's gonna go ahead and balance one leg up. She's going to be holding the chair with 2 hands. Holding that chair. Once she feels a little bit balanced, she's going to go ahead and put fingertips on that chair, just holding her fingers. For the third option, Jenn's going to go ahead and bring her leg all the way up, holding her core tight, and she's going to bring her hands up and hover that chair. Those are the 3 options we have. Let's go for 30 seconds, ladies.
right, and time is on, holding those core tight, focusing and looking up, focusing on something that's not moving on the wall is a good thing. Keeping that head high, chest raised. Hovering that chair, grabbing that chair if you need that chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, ladies. Okay, guys, up next is your farmer's carry. Farmer's carry is gonna focus on grip strength, core stability, back and shoulder endurance. Okay, so we have a couple ways to do that. With the farmer's carry, you wanna carry 2 heavy weights and you wanna travel at about 30 to 60 seconds is our goal. We're gonna start with a modification if you're just starting out. So here we have Mollie. Mollie's holding just 1 weight and she's holding onto a chair, but Mollie's still focusing on shoulders being pulled away from her ears, shoulder blades together, belly button pulled into her spine, and she's just marching, bringing those knees up, slow and steady steps. Up next, once you have that down, we're gonna move to Dawn. Dawn now has 2 weights, but they're light weights. So Dawn is actually gonna start to walk. She's gonna have her shoulders down and back, chest is proud, slow and steady steps, okay? Make sure you're not holding your breath, you need to be breathing. Then we're gonna progress to Jill. Jill is doing the same kill, but now she's doubled the weight. She's got heavy weights. Your goal for our farmer's carry is to carry 10% of your weight in each hand. You want to travel from about 30 to 60 seconds. That's our goal, okay? So it's almost like you're carrying your grocery bags or your suitcases. It's a functional movement, so we want to be good at it. So guys, we're going to do this movement for 30 seconds, okay? So you got your weights, you got your shoulders back and away from your ears. Abs are pulled in, okay, guys? Whenever you're ready, begin. 30 seconds of your farmer's carry. Go ahead. Make sure slow and steady steps. You're breathing. You're walking heel to toe, and you're carrying those weights. They're not swinging. You got them close to your side. You got them gripped nicely. Focus on your shoulders being back. Nice and steady steps. Perfect. You got 8 seconds to go. Mollie's looking strong. Good. Looking strong, ladies. Good. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nicely done, ladies. Good work.
All right, we're moving on to shoulder mobility. This is so important to help keep our posture up, because if our shoulders are always rounded over, our chest gets really tight, we start doing Netflix. We want to be able to keep nice and tall. So we're going to show you 3 progressions to work on that shoulder mobility. I'm going to start over here with Dawn. She's going to lift her right elbow up as high as she can and then bend that hand and then take her left and just put it right under there and support. She's going to sit nice and tall. Beautiful. All right, Jenn is going to take that right arm, bring it all the way back, pat herself. She's trying to get her elbow as close to her head as she can there. She's pulling with that left arm. All right, Mollie's going to show you from the back. So this is where we're going to be able to test you on how you're doing. She's got those strong fingers. So ideally, we can touch these fingers together, but you might not be there yet. It's okay. We're all still working on it here too. So if you just can go as close as you can, you're going to hold on to that. We're going to hold that for 15 seconds and then change sides. Okay, everyone? So here we go. 15 seconds is on the clock. Standing tall, we want to not round over. So we're pushing our head into our elbow here. Jenn's got that nice tall posture. All right, we're going to switch arms. So just go ahead and switch arms. Same thing. We're going to start in 3, 2. Oh, they're so fast at switching, aren't they? They're such professionals. And then now they're working on that other side. Now you might find one side is easier for you than the other. How about you, ladies? Do you find one's easier? See, they're all weirdos too. We're all in it together. Yes, we're going to find one side's easier. Make sure you're working where you feel the stretch, but you don't feel pain. All right, ladies, that's it. Does everyone feel a little bit more open now? Okay, good. Yeah.
So our next movement is going to be our standing forward bend. This is very important for our spinal health, as well as just as we do things in our daily life. We have to be able to bend down and pick stuff up. We got to tie our shoes. We got to do stuff on the ground. It's important to have that spinal health to be able to do that. We're going to go with 3 different ways to do this. We're going to start with Dawn going to the chair. So our first move, we're going to hinge at our hips. We're going to protect that back. And then we're gonna find that rounding position like she has here. She's supporting it on that chair, making sure her back is safe. Next movement we're gonna go with is Jenn, as she finds that hinge, and then she's just reaching for that shin. She's not pushing too far, she's finding it where that mobility works. We're protecting that spine. And then our last one here is gonna be Jill. She's gonna go all the way to the ground as we find that hinge through the hips, and then we just round through that spine and reach for the ground. Now here, we're gonna be here for about 15 seconds. So ladies, let's make sure we're breathing. We are engaging our core because we're not just letting our spine be loose and have no support. We are still squeezing into those abdominals. We're supporting our entire structure here as we find that breath. All right, we're gonna slowly use into those glutes, use our core. Let's stand all the way up as we restack that spine nice and safely. All right, nice job, ladies.
But Molly, we didn't do any cardio. What about our heart?
Why don't we go for a walk?
Oh!